everyone, this is Mary from More Florist and Bridal. Thank you for tuning into my channel. If you've not subscribed and like what you see, please do a pocket boutonniere and I'll go over these details. Alright, so we have the cutout here for the pocket square, which of course the flowers will be on top, okay, and then it goes into the pocket square. Okay, just like so. What I have here are some ivory satin ribbon here that I'm going to be covering this with. So just to make it look a bit more nice and not just show half the cardboard show. So we're just going to put some hot glue and we're just going to wrap this around like so. Okay, don't mind too much about the cardboard showing. Okay, because we're going to be covering it with flowers. So it's just gonna go like this and all the way around, okay? Here I have my hot glue gun and I'm just gonna simply put about an inch on both sides. We don't wanna cover up the entire thing at one time because it will dry out. So for the most part, I'm just going to do the top first, so which means I'm just gonna fold over just like that, okay, and then I'm going to wrap around. Really doesn't matter right now which one's the front, which one's the back. So we're going to get that all squared away once we glue the flowers. So just adding some extra glue for that pocket to stick. We don't want to put too much glue because already my glue is already drying. So, and I'm just gonna wrap it over just like that. And add some more glue here. And then you do want to get a firm, pretty firm application here, so it doesn't buckle up and open up. So I'm gonna add my glue. This satin ribbon here is about an inch. See, about my finger size right here. So if you've watched my previous videos, you know that I use a lot of my body parts to measure and to gauge. Thing with design here, it's not exact science. We have to adjust, and sometimes guesstimating the size works. So I'm gonna try to cover this as much as I can. You can see that I'm just kind of slightly overlapping, and then the last part, just get some more down here. And I'm thinking I like this to be my front, so we'll just pull it to the back here, cut slightly. And I'm just going to kind of fold it in and then glue it down. Okay, so right here, just gonna fold it in and then just glue it down. Add a bit more extra so we don't have any extra pockets. If some of it comes out, that's totally fine. It does dry clear. So there's a little pocket here. I'm just going to make sure I add some glue. Just secure that. Okay, so there goes mechanics here. Okay, and I'm just going to glue this shut a little bit here. So the part that's exposed most, like this right here, I'm just going to use for my top part. That way it doesn't show, and then this can be for the bottom. And this can be for the back. Okay, so that's what we've got so far. I'm going to be gluing the flowers up atop there. Okay. Here we have a nice peach corally color rose. Okay. A nice tulip there that we're going to be using. Ranunculus. Nice, another one there. Got a butterfly ranunculus, little bloom, a little bit of greenery here, and I have a little sprig here. I have some blush daisies, some pink spray roses, a couple of mini safaris. Got some pink wax flowers that are gorgeous that we will accent with. Peach mini carnations, which we're gonna open up beautifully like that. This one as well. Okay. So the pocket square, you're not going to try to make it too big. Let's go ahead and start with our greenery. So we're just gonna glue it like so. I'm gonna remove some of the foliage on the bottom because we don't need those. I don't want my pocket square that large. Just like that, maybe. And this one as well. Just gonna add a little bit, just like that. Okay. Nothing too dramatic. And yes, I am using a hot glue gun here for the branchy items, just like that. I'll let that sit for a little bit. And so I have here Oasis Floral Adhesive that we are going to, that I got from a local wholesaler. I'm pretty sure you can Amazon this as well, okay? So we're going to use this to glue the flowers. They're a little bit more gentle on it. So I was thinking maybe I can do something like this and then glue some of the flowers like so. Probably nothing too big, okay? So the thing is with this glue, we do have to let it dry out. So I'm gonna glue just like that. You wanna be pretty generous with it. Let it sit for a little. That way it will stay. Let me save the accent flowers for later. Just gonna go ahead and glue this one as well. Just like that. Let it sit for a little bit to dry. I plan to use this here. So I'm gonna let it sit there for a little bit. Then we have our carnations, which I'm going to be gluing down as well. So there's a lot more flowers here than I intend to use. Let's pull off all the petals that we don't need. Let's try to open it up a bit. So we're going to be gluing it like so, just like that. Okay, let it dry. And we have our ranunculus that we're going to put somewhere here. Not so sure just yet, but I'll set it there. As far as the tulip, it's going to be a little bit big, so I'm just simply going to be actually using the petals for that extra smidge of color. Let's do about 5 for now. Okay. As well as this beautiful rose for this gorgeous coral color. I'm just gonna pull a few petals out for now. You can see that I'm pulling different shades. Okay. Just pulling a few there. Careful not to rip it though. Okay. So we're gonna do some rolled rose petals. We're gonna roll it this way for color. Okay, I'm gonna secure a little bit of it. Just like that. Gotta be careful with the glue because they do stick, they get pretty sticky. So do some rolled petals just like that. Go ahead and prep them. Just like that. Just gonna roll them. There you go. Kind of look like a little flower there. Okay, yeah. I should actually wait for it to get a little bit tacky. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of glue there for now, because they're gonna keep coming apart. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of pre-glue them a little bit. Just like that. Just leave it there. Maybe this one is tacky enough for me to roll. I'm just gonna roll it just like so and hold the bottom. Yep, there you go. And then it should stay put there. I was rushing it a bit, so it's not going to stick as well if you rush it. Okay, so let's see if these are tacky. Yep, too secure. So what I can do now is I'm going to be pushing this just like so, and it should stick. And let's see, I think I want this one underneath that leaf right there. Okay, so you can see it's gonna look like that. And I have my daisy that I glued next earlier. So I feel like I'll have that one go there. Just kind of push it down a little bit. Oh, might be a little bit too hard. So it happens. Let's get rid of that one. Go. Put a little bit on the bottom there. Give it some time to dry. I did put some glue here previously, so I'm going to move this one up a little bit there. As you can see, it's like that. And yeah, I'm gonna add a little bit more glue and make sure it's secure. And from there, I have this that's kind of tacky, and I'm just gonna push that up right up against. And then I'm gonna just add a little bit extra again to just make sure it stays. And I might put another one like right up against there. What do you guys think? So that said, I'm just going to put some glue up against one side first, let it sit. So, and then the ranunculus, let's put some glue right there and let it sit. actually want to add another bloom right here, just to have that extra smidge of color. So I'm just gonna put the glue right there. So I have these that I did earlier, so let's go ahead and see if it's tacky enough to roll. Just roll like so, hold it for a sec, and it should stay. Then we'll do another one. Again, we're doing rolled rose petals. There we go. Get another one there. Because we can't possibly put the large rose there, so this is why we're rolling them. Again, this should be tacky enough here. Okay. So, got my rolled rose petals that I can just put right along the side right here. See how pretty that is? We'll go that way. Go ahead and add some glue to it. It'll give us that smidge of color that we need. Let's see, it's kind of gets a little bit wonky with all the gluing, but it will be nice. So I'm just gonna hold it down for a sec. And then I have this little thing, so I might stick that in here. Let it dry for a little bit there. This ranunculus left, I'm gonna stick. This should be tacky enough. Just gonna add one more here. Get that extra layer effect. We'll let that dry. Again, it goes into the pocket just like that. We'll go ahead and let that dry for now. here we go. We have our completed pocket square, which will fit nicely into the suit pocket there as the pocket square boutonniere. Thank you again so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the demonstration, and I'll see you next time. Bye.